What's really mobbing with y'all, man? It's your girl Soldier back with another one. Hope y'all having a beautiful and blessed Friday. As always, all praises to Jesus Christ who died on that cross for our sins. So one of my listeners had asked me if I could do a video on this subject, which is God's testing versus the devil's temptation. So the shout out to you, and I'm going to do my best to break this down. So before I get into the notes that I wrote down, I'm going to read y'all a couple scriptures. So the first one is going to be Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2, and it says, "Remember how the Lord your God led you all the way into the wilderness for 40 years to humble and to test you in order to know what was in your heart, whether or not you would keep his commandments." Okay, so our main words right there is to humble and test you. All right, so then real quick, we're going to jump to James chapter 1, verse 13, where it says, "When tempted, no one should say, 'God is tempting me,' for God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he tempt anyone." All right. So there's a big difference between testing and temptation. All right. So these are the notes that I wrote down. It says God's testing, his purpose is to check your heart posture, pretty much like where your faith lies. You feel me? And to develop your character and to gain spiritual growth. Satan's temptation, his purpose is to cause you to sin, fail, and destroy. Because remember, in John 10:10, it says the enemy comes to kill, steal, kill, and destroy, right? So God's testing, his outcome is to, it leads to maturity, strengthens your relationship with him, and lets you get spiritually promoted. The devil's temptation outcome is it leads to failure, causes destruction, and makes you forfeit your purpose and destiny. So the difference would be God's testing builds you up, Satan's temptation tears you down, God's testing strengthens you, and the devil's temptation weakens you. You feel me? So I know sometimes it can sound, similar, testing and temptation, but they're two completely different things because God is doing it, for the better reasons, and the devil's tempting you so that way you lose everything. You know what I'm saying? So I know that this was a short explanation, but I hope it brings some type of clarity. You feel me? Because, God will never make it to where you fail. It's kind of like, a good parent. You know what I'm saying? It's like a good parent will let their kids do certain things to learn from them. You know what I'm saying? But will be right there if they do, if they fall and they're there to catch them. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the enemy, he's going to do stuff purposely to make you fall. You know what I'm saying? Then leave you there stranded and laugh at you. You feel me? So there's a big difference. Like I said, man, I hope this is a good explanation, a little bit of a breakdown. You feel me? And once again, shout out to my listener and his daughter. All right. I hope this helps. I love y'all guys so much. I hope y'all have a beautiful weekend. I will see you back on Monday. All right. Love y'all. God bless. Peace.